Universal Studios Florida. If you've never been here, or if you just want to become a little more familiar with the park, good news, I'm taking you on a tour today. Hey, what's going on everybody? Rick here, and I'm gonna be your tour guide today. Let's get started. And we're off and rolling. To your left here, as we walk towards the entrance, you will see the Universal Studios Globe, a very popular photo spot. Maybe the most popular one here, or it could be the arches. Right this way to the entrance. A lot of people will pause and take photos at the arches or the globe, as I mentioned. I'll show you some more photo spots, at least one more, a very popular one once we get inside of the park. A couple of things to point out as we walk under the archway. To your left, that building there, a place where you can purchase tickets, though I do advise you buy those online. To your right, also you can purchase tickets and passes, and then a little further that way you will find guest services and the will call, also an ATM. And then over here, very important, the height board. If you have kids, I would suggest you bring them over here and take a picture by this height board so you know what rides they can, or attractions they can go on. You don't want to get little Johnny or little Susie right up to the start of the queue of the attraction and then discover they're too short to go on it. It's best to find out here, and like I said, take that picture and have it with you all day long. Okay, let's scan in and show you what inside of the park looks like. Okay, we're in. This is where the tour really begins. Right straight ahead of us we have the studio suites. Get some cupcakes and cookies and things right in there. And this is the Universal Studios store. This is going to have all the important IPs. It'll have Scooby-Doo. It will have Transformers, The Simpsons, Harry Potter stuff will be in there. And as we go further to the left of the entrance gates, rental services. You can rent wheelchairs and scooters. Wheelchairs are like $15 a day with a $50 deposit. The scooters start at $50 a day. Also over here, some restrooms and large lockers to rent for the day if you so choose. And that's the left side. Let's go over to the right side now. So we're back at the entrance gates, just as if we were to walk in. To the right, paper maps if you like those, and then the film area. Now if you buy the My Photo Pass, you can do it in here. You can look at your photos in here. You can buy prints in here and frames and things like that. Now these construction walls, most likely when you visit, will not be here, but they're doing a little sprucing up around the park. We will see a lot of construction walls today. I'll kind of go over what's happening with those areas as we see them. But straight ahead, a couple things to point out. The lost and found is right here. There's a first aid right here and some more large lockers to rent. Keep going right and we will find guest services and the VIP experience straight ahead. So guest services, if you want like a birthday button or you're having some type of issue, they can help you at guest services. And also back that way, restrooms, more restrooms that way. So that was the left side and the right side as you walk through the entrance gates. We're back at the entrance gates and we're going to walk through the park now. Dining reservations. If you want to make a reservation at any restaurant, you can do it there. I do recommend reservations if you're coming during the busy season. And then to our right we have the Today Cafe. Great spot for some deli sandwiches. And I would like to note, if you like breakfast, their breakfast menu is available all day long. There's another entrance to the Universal Studios store. More construction walls. Like I said, in advance of Epic Universe opening, they are sprucing up Universal Studios Florida. There used to be like a food and beverage tent there, a kiosk. They're removing a lot of those. I'm not sure if they're going to come back in some different manner, but we have now reached our first real attraction, Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. It is one of the most popular attractions in the park. It will usually have the longest, or at least second longest wait time in the park. It is a family attraction. To our right, we see those construction walls again. More construction walls. But this is for a new attraction coming. If you are visiting during the summer, perhaps these construction walls will be down and you will be able to enjoy the new attraction here called Villain Con Minion Blast. Over to our left, some of the outside queue for Despicable Me. Just beyond that is Super Silly Stuff. That's the gift shop for Despicable Me. Now, as we go further down this way, to our right, we're going to see these blue construction walls and blue scrim. Again, if you visit during the summer or later in 2023, those should be gone, and that would be the new Minions Cafe. So a new Minions ride coming and a Minions restaurant coming. As we veer to our left here, a very exciting attraction, Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, an outdoor roller coaster. One of the few outdoor rides here at Studios, as most of the attractions are indoors. A lot of people are scared off from this ride. You know why? The climb up, that 90-degree climb up. Let's watch these guys drop. The neat thing about this ride is you get to pick your own music. They have a playlist of music you can pick. We're now walking through Music Plaza when they have concerts and stuff. The performers on that stage there. If not, people are either laying on the grass here seeking out shade or sun, depending on if they want to cool off or warm up. Let's walk over here and get back on the main strip again. And let's pick up by the blue Minions Cafe construction walls. To our left, that is the Tonight Shop, the gift shop for Race to New York. Also further to our left, down that way, more restrooms. We have another attraction up here on our left. I showed you the gift shop, but the actual attraction is Race Through New York, starring Jimmy Fallon. This attraction is kind of set in a theater. You're not on a moving ride vehicle, but the theater will like shift around and kind of jostle you a bit as action on the screen dictates. I told you you'd see a lot of construction walls. This is another spot where they have that, where they used to have food and beverage kiosks. That's the entrance for Jimmy Fallon and Race Through New York. This is part of the Rip Ride Rocket roller coaster. So we're in New York City now, basically. In New York City. This theme park is kind of divided into like towns or cities. New York, Springfield for the Simpsons, San Francisco. It's kind of how Hollywood Boulevard. We'll look at that later. An indoor roller coaster, Revenge of the Mummy. A very popular ride here, and I would have to say Revenge of the Mummy is my favorite ride here at Universal Studios Florida. And right across from my favorite ride, we have my favorite sit-down full-service restaurant, Finnegan's Bar and Grill. I really love this restaurant. I don't know if I have had a bad dish there. Pretty much any entree they have and offer there is pretty darn good. This next little side street, we'll walk down it. Some performances happen here, mainly the Blues Brothers. There are some other street shows that occur here in New York, but I would have to say the Blues Brothers, that is the biggest, most fun happening show. Everyone loves that show. They put on a good show for you. Have a good time watching that Blues Brothers show. So that's the way we just came as we talked about the Blues Brothers. Here's one of my favorite shops, the Film Vault. They have a lot of retro merchandise, Jaws, Back to the Future, stuff like that. And then we come to another attraction, Transformers 3D. Very fun ride. You get in an actual moving ride vehicle, and there's a lot of action on screens, and it all correlates together. Super fun ride. So yes, here on the outskirts of New York is the entrance to the Transformers ride. But if you're interested in actually meeting a real-life Transformer, you kind of have to walk around this whole building here. The Nest building. To the right, you're going to have the gift shop that the ride exits into. But we're still not at the area where we can see the actual Transformers. Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Megatron. You gotta walk all the way around this building. Kind of in between Nest and Mel's Drive-In. Get a straight shot of Rip Ride Rocket there. And I can see Optimus is out. There's Optimus this time. But if you're interested in a meet and greet and a photo with a Transformer, whether it be an Autobot or a Decepticon,
Earthlings, hello.
they'll be right here. Now let's double back and get back into New York City. Let's go back where we left off before we got to talking about the Blues Brothers and going down this side street and pick up the tour on that street there. There's the stage for the Blues Brothers. Right next to it, Auntie Anne's Pretzels. And across the street from that, the Palace Arcade. Video games are located there. Also, there's a wall you can climb there for an extra cost. We have Rosie's Irish Shop, if you're into St. Patrick's Day and all things Irish, right in there. Maybe a hidden gem. A lot of people don't really know about this or go into it, but there is a Haagen-Dazs ice cream shop right in there. Still in New York, we have, see the Egyptian guys walking in? Just to the left of them, another restroom. And Louis Pizza. This is like the best in theme park pizza that I can find. And I've been in all the theme parks in the area, but Louis Pizza is delicious. I recommend it. Oh, I should point out, I can't walk by the Starbucks and not let you know where the Starbucks is, right? It's right on this corner as well. All right, we are preparing to leave New York and head into San Francisco. This is the Lew Wasserman statue, right on the edge of New York and San Francisco. So we are now leaving New York, heading into San Francisco. To our left, that scaffolding is where a show occurs. The Beat Builders put on a show there several times a day. Very fun show. The first attraction we're going to see in here, really the only ride or attraction, will be Fast and Furious Supercharged. I do recommend you try everything here. The videos that I do, the purpose is trying to help you prioritize, but if you don't get to visit Universal much, try everything, including Fast and Furious. And I should note, hopefully you don't need this information, but right next to Fast and Furious, to the left of that, is another first aid station. So if you are in the need of anything, even like Band-Aids, maybe you got a blister from walking around too much, they'll give you one here at the first aid station. They'll do much more than that. I just wanted to give you one little example. Moving a little deeper into San Francisco, to our right, Richter's Burgers. Hamburgers, chicken sandwiches, French fries, things like that are served there. And to our left, right across from Richter's, the public restrooms. One of the busier set of restrooms, I think, in the park. To our right, the best bar. Finnegan's and Chez Alcatraz, I would say, your best bars, but Chez Alcatraz is right here. They serve up the most popular drink here at Universal, called the Ocean Attack. You order the drink, even comes with a little show. And right next to Chez Alcatraz, This is the other photo spot I really wanted to show you today. I showed you the globe and the arches, but over here you will find Bruce the Shark. Everyone loves to get a picture with Bruce. It's a must-do when visiting Universal Florida. All right, let's continue through San Francisco. These little food tents you're seeing right here, that's because Mardi Gras is happening right now. One of the fun festivals that is included with your admission ticket. You do not have to pay extra for Mardi Gras. You do have to pay extra for the food. You got to purchase the food. But the parade and everything is super fun. You can actually sign up to be on a float and throw beads, or you can just watch the parade and catch beads. This right here on your screen right now, this is the gift shop for the Fast and Furious attraction. And that brings us to our right, Lombard's Seafood. Lombard's is the other full-service sit-down restaurant other than Finnegan's that is in Studios. So you have two full-service sit-down restaurants, Finnegan's and Lombard's. The rest will be like quick service, counter service I should say, counter service restaurants. And I really should mention, they play this Mardi Gras music the whole day long. So if it seems like I'm yelling at you, I'm really not. I'm just projecting my voice to be louder than the loud Mardi Gras music. But we are now moving into an area of the park that should not have Mardi Gras music. That is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. First up, King's Cross Station. That is where you can take the Hogwarts Express over to Islands of Adventure. If you have a park-to-park ticket, you can take that train over to the other side, the other park. But we're now in London. If you can't tell, you should be able to tell this is London looking. I'm going to show you something a lot of people have a hard time with. How do you get into Diagon Alley? See the brick walls right here? See, a lot of muggles don't know. You gotta walk through the brick walls to get into Diagon Alley. We'll do that in a second. First, I want to show you some more of London. They do have the night bus here as a meet and greet. You can talk to a bus driver and the Shrunken Head and get photos. It's a very good photo spot. Another awesome photo spot here at Studios. A lot of people like that. Oh, I should mention, the back of the bus. A lot of people only stop at the front of the bus and talk to the bus driver and the Shrunken Head, but you can visit the back of the bus and take a look inside. All destinations, nothing underwater. But yeah, you can also take pictures back here. There's just no meet and greet. We can hop in here and check out the night bus if you so desire. Don't forget to do that. You can talk to the Shrunken Head and the bus driver, but don't forget to check out the back of the bus. Now, here's a very unique character, almost a meet and greet. So see the different color bricks? See how this one is darker? That's a Wizarding World section. And he's on a timer, you don't have to knock. But the house elf creature will come out and nod or look at you. We'll just pause here for a minute and wait for creature. There he is. Across the way from Creature's dwelling, we have the Jacket Potato Taxi Hut. This is a pass holder favorite, jacket potatoes, a few different kind. It's a good snack for around $11. I wouldn't call it a whole meal. A jacket potato, most Americans would just refer to that as a baked potato. You can get it loaded, or like a broccoli and cheese, or shepherd's pie jacket potato. Very popular spot amongst pass holders. But now we're going to come back to the brick walls, and we are actually going to enter the Diagon Alley. We gotta walk through the brick walls, you know. It is quite the grand reveal. Here we are, Diagon Alley, what I consider to be one of the best themed theme park areas of any theme park, not just Universal. Over to our left is the Leaky Cauldron. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The only real eating establishment in Diagon Alley. There's some other places for like snacks, but as far as a meal, you want to go to the Leaky Cauldron. There's the Leaky Cauldron. Right next to the Leaky Cauldron, something that can be easily missed. See that dark tunnel there? That is Nocturne Alley. Let's walk through it. Not just a place for dark wizards. You can visit it too. There are some magical wand spots in here you can perform if you have an interactive magic wand. And there is a store in here, Bergen and Burks. Also, a great spot in the summertime for air conditioning. This whole place is air conditioned, so get a break from the heat if you pop into Nocturne Alley. So do some exploring in here when you visit. Don't miss out on Nocturne Alley. But we're gonna double back so that we can walk all the way down Diagon Alley. There's a few different magical wand spots in here. 1, 2, like 4 or 5, I think. And we're back in Diagon Alley just in time for the dragon to spit some fire. A lot of people like to pause, take pictures or videos of this. I can hear it growling right now. Here it comes. Yeah, well done, dragon. Everyone likes to get a little shot of that. To your right here will be Ollivanders, and also the Ollivanders wand show happens right in there. Buy your wands there, have the show there. Straight ahead is Gringotts Bank, home of the one ride in here. But before I show you that, let me show you. There's wand spots, magical wand spots all through here. Restrooms are there. The Fountain of Fair Fortune, you can buy butterbeer. Ice cream is right here. Florian Fortescue's ice cream. All types of shops. Differently themed shops. But now I'm going to show you, I'm going to spin around here in 1 second and show you Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. It's kind of a hybrid type roller coaster. Part roller coaster, part screen ride, tells a terrific story. This is usually the longest wait time in the park. It's either this or Despicable Me. A couple of shows occur here in Diagon Alley, but I guess technically I should call it Carpet Market is the technical term. The actual place we are now, Carpet Market. They have the money exchange, the Gringotts Money Exchange. You can exchange your Muggle money for Gringotts banknotes. And it works all through the Orlando Resort here, Universal Orlando Resort. You can keep it as a souvenir or actually spend them. So this is the stage that 2 shows occur on. The Tales of Beetle the Bard is one show, kind of a puppet show that tells the story of the 3 brothers. And also, Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees perform a song and dance routine on this stage. Plenty of other shops. Sugar Plums is straight ahead. That pink facade there, the candy shop. This right here, the Hopping Pot, is probably the most popular spot to buy butterbeer. Which today they just added new vegan foam. So you can get two types of foam now. Regular foam and vegan foam. There's sugar plums again. A couple of magical wand spots. There's one right there. Watch out. That mermaid will get mad and spit water occasionally. So if you don't stand on top of that. That is where the water lands. So I've seen people get hit with that water a few times. Magical wand spots there. Another spot to buy wands is right there, Gogorovich. So plenty of shopping to do here, snacks, and the one restaurant. A show that you can participate in would be Ollivander's. Two shows you can watch, and Escape from Gringotts, the roller coaster ride, the screen roller coaster ride. If you want to know more about Diagon Alley, such as this little trick here, the leaky cauldron sign actually leaks. The leaky cauldron sign actually leaks. I've done a video, 20 facts and secrets about Diagon Alley. Check it out. Also check out Weasley's there. It's a very fun shop. But now we can exit and continue the tour of the non-Harry Potter areas of Universal. Actually, what I think I want to do, since the Wizarding World here kind of represents the very back end of the park, I want to go back to the front, show you what happens when we turn right down Hollywood Boulevard instead of going straight where all the Minion stuff is. Okay, here we are back at the front of the park. As you recall, when we first got here, we went straight. We saw the current Minions attraction, and I showed you a couple of future Minions things coming, and you saw Rip Ride Rocket. But now, instead of going straight, we're going to turn to the right and go down Hollywood Boulevard. So you have the two options after you scan in with your ticket. Straight, as we went before, but this way, I think, is the prettier way. I really love the facades that they have here on Hollywood Boulevard, the kind of the Art Deco architecture. There is a Hello Kitty and Betty Boop store on the corner of Hollywood Boulevard, in case you're a fan of either of those two properties. When it comes to character meet and greets, they have them throughout the park, but I would say this is like one of your main area for character meet and greets. Scooby and the Gang, Marilyn, Betty Boop, Beetlejuice, several other, like the Simpsons. The Simpsons also hang out here as well. So a great spot for meet and greets. Couple of attractions to our right. The Bourne Stuntacular, a very high-tech stunt show. I can see Fred and Velma right in front of me. To our left, the broadcast center is a real working radio station. I know one of the local radio stations. From time to time, we'll do stuff there. And then you have Schwab's Pharmacy, very popular ice cream spot. Tribute stores, Halloween Horror Nights tribute stores, Mardi Gras tribute stores, holiday tribute stores will be right here as well. That's new for this year. The Five and Dime is one of my favorite shops. The Simpsons Winnebago. That's where Bart and Homer and Marge and the Simpsons family will hang out doing their meet and greet and photo ops. I think I see Homer right now. I do. Homer and Bart. Get a picture with them. A quick service restaurant, a burger joint. Burgers, chicken fingers and chicken sandwiches and things like that. Mel's Drive-In. Cool classic cars out front. You should be familiar with this from the movie American Graffiti. The other show to my right, it's the Universal Orlando's horror makeup show, but in reality, it's a comedy show. That's really what it is, comedy. Oh, the sign says we can go. Let's go then. To our right is Cafe La Bamba. The VIP experience will have a morning breakfast here, but it does open up in the afternoons for regular guests to have a lunch. There's a meet and greet on that corner. Currently, it's Trolls, but I have seen some other like Madagascar characters like Alex the Lion and such there. Now straight ahead, this is something not to be missed. This is a total recommendation. Central Park crepes. The crepes here are amazing. They have savory and sweet. Either kind is good. Either kind is good. Central Park, that's where I'll show you. You know what, I'll walk down here. This is where the fountain show will occur most of the year. It does not happen every night, but definitely during the busy seasons they have a fountain show here. Plenty of places to stand and watch it. This is where it occurs, highlighting a lot of the intellectual properties. Fast and Furious, Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, all that fun stuff. They have a fountain and everything's projected onto it. Pretty cool. Cool music as well. E.T. is one of the popular segments of that. But this is Central Park where that occurs. We'll head back onto the main strip here, right by the Central Park crepes, which I cannot recommend it enough. You gotta try crepe when you're here. So delicious. And they will have seasonal ones as well. Currently they have a crepe kind of dedicated for Mardi Gras. That's what that mask is for. That's one of the Mardi Gras decorations. To the right, we have the NBC Media Center. Now, they will sometimes ask guests, especially like during the busy season when a lot of people are here, to come in, view something. Could be a TV show, could be a movie, or commercials even. I have gone in here and seen commercials that they had for Super Bowls and stuff like that, and I've seen a couple of shows. I think the most famous show that I've reviewed here might be Manifest on NBC. And they will reward you for your time with some gift certificates. Okay, moving on away from the media center. We're gonna find some more construction walls this way. Straight ahead, directly ahead, behind that Mardi Gras food tent, is the Animal Actors on Location show. Lots of cute animals, acting animals, professional acting animals doing their thing. But to the right we have the Kids Zone, but it is currently under, it's being redone. It's being redone. It was the Woody Woodpecker Kids Zone, but it's pretty much all going away except for the Animal Actors on Location. As I told you, it is still there, right there. SpongeBob Store Pants also remaining. And back that way, one of the original rides to Universal Studios Florida, the E.T. Adventure. That's going to stay. But as you can see by these construction walls, lots of changes, and I anticipate construction through all of 2023. So hopefully when I do the 2024 version of this walking tour, we'll have a new Kids Zone to show you. But now let's move on away from the Kids Zone and towards Springfield. Right as we enter Springfield, or just on the outskirts of it, still have some remnants of Back to the Future, some good photo spots. The Back to the Future time train right there. Here we have the Springfield sign. In the distance we can see Lard Lad's Donuts. Hard to miss that. But again, before we step into Springfield, to your left, another great photo spot here at Universal Studios Florida. The DeLorean Time Machine. It is right there. Take a picture with that. And now let's actually enter Springfield. To our left, Bumblebee Man's Tacos. Very popular kind of a snack spot. Get some tacos for around 12 bucks. I like them. To the right, more restrooms. You gotta know where the restrooms are. Fast Food Boulevard. You go through here and you have several different options to eat food. Let's walk in here real fast and I'll show you. This is like the main eating area, but it's not, it's kind of all centrally located in this one building, other than like Taco Man's taco truck and Lard Lads. But they have Lisa's Tea House of Horror, Luigi's Pizza is here, the Frying Dutchman, Cletus's Chicken Shack, and of course, Krusty Burger is in here. Okay, back onto the street. Our boulevard, actually, is Fast Food Boulevard. There's Lard Lads. Get some big pink donuts, some ice cream. The facade of Krusty Burger, you cannot enter that way. Another photo op with Chief Wiggum and his squad car. Everyone loves a good picture there. Duff's Brewery, an outdoor bar. Get some Duff beer. Speaking of beer, we have Moe's. Moe's, you can actually enter through Moe's to get to the all the food places I showed you earlier, or you can just belly up to the bar and enjoy your Duff beer there, if you didn't want to sit outside and have it. Oh, I have another photo op for you. How could I forget about the Duff Man photo? Right past Duff's Brewery, right before you get to the Twirl and Hurl, you see Duff Man over there? Some people getting pictures right now with the Duff Man. And just on the opposite side of Duff Man, you know this from the show, the Quickie Mart. They also sell the big pink donut in there too. People also like to take a picture by this wall. This is another famous photo spot here at Universal Studios Florida, the El Barto picture spot. So, get your picture there. Now we're going to head into, technically, Krusty Land. I guess it's part of Springfield, on the outskirts of Springfield. Krusty the Clown has his own amusement park with the Twirl and Hurl. Very similar to like Disney's Dumbo ride, if you want to equate it to something. That's what that is. Oh, this is the Midway Games section of the park. Play a lot of Midway games, win some prizes. Here we have more construction walls. 2023 is the year of sprucing up studios. In advance of Epic opening, you know, they want to spruce up the other parks. They're spending a lot of time, money, and effort to spruce up all of Universal Studios Florida. I'll spin around here. The ride is still operational. Even though the construction walls are up, you can still enjoy the Simpsons ride if you can, if you have a strong stomach. This made my list of Rick's top 6 rides to make you sick. So if you are prone to motion sickness, beware, beware. And that is pretty much Krusty Land. We're about to exit right now. Can you tell where we're heading next? That's a clue right there. Men in Black Alien Attack is just this way. I do want to point out to your right here, that is the Coke Refreshment Center. If you purchase the refillable cups, I have a whole video on that. I'll leave a link to all the videos you need. But you can get that done here and get some free water there. They have little cups for you if you don't have your own collapsible cup. That is one of the locations that offers a cup for you. Old plastic cup. Construction walls, they're doing work all over this park. Straight ahead though is one of my favorite attractions here. It's a fun time if you know how to score well. That would be Men in Black Alien Attack. It's a shooter game, you get scores. So you can always challenge yourself to get your new record, new high score, new PR. Or just try to beat your family. Try to beat your wife, your kids. Or opposite, you know, if you're the mom, try to beat your kid, try to beat your husband. have bragging rights, family bragging rights. To the right here, we're coming up on a vacation information station. They will try to sell you some timeshare here, but it also acts as a guest services location. If you're a guest who needs some help with something, they'll help you out here. And we're coming up to a defunct attraction, the old Fear Factor Stadium, where they did Fear Factor Live. But that attraction has been closed down for a while. The stadium remains. They will do a Halloween Horror Night show in here. There's always rumors about this being torn down and a new Harry Potter attraction coming. Why Harry Potter? Because just this way, just this way over here, we're about to bump into London again. What you see ahead of you right now is one of the mini Mardi Gras food tents. That one's Denmark. But if we come this way, we are going to bump right back into the Wizarding World, the London area. And that's where we left off. But I would like to point out, in between London and MIB, there's restrooms right there. There's also some restrooms right outside of MIB's gift shop. And you gotta know where those are. And that's a complete look at Universal Studios Florida. Check the description box. I'm gonna leave links to some videos that could be very helpful if you plan on visiting. More than just a tour here, some Rix Top 6s and things like that. You don't want to miss those. They'll give you some keen insights into the park. But as far as our tour, it's over. So do keep in mind this was a broad strokes tour. Not every nook and cranny, but after watching this video for a couple times, you should be able to navigate the park with no problem. If you want more detail, like I said, I'm leaving some links to some of my favorite videos that should help you out in the description box. And as always, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Click that subscribe button.
His name is Rick, her name is Nikki, showing how theme parks are done. Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Hit subscribe.